ladies and gentlemen. This is a shout out to Professor Black True for doing such an outstanding job on this story. And if you haven't seen his video, get over there and see it. So, what you're looking at is June White, who is the mother of Dana White. And of course, Dana White's wife, Ann White. Now, Dana got busted hitting on his wife, and she hit on him too out in public, right? And what did he do? He got before the cameras and he said, "It has never happened before. They both had a lot to drink. There is no excuse for putting your hands on a woman, and blah, people are going to talk and all that stuff, right? It never happened before." Well, that's not what his mother said. His mother is pretty much corroborating what I told y'all in the last video. I said, yeah, he's been with his wife for 30 years and they've been swinging and hitting each other for 30 years. And that's exactly what his mother, June White, has said. Didn't I tell you that? Dana is full of crap. He's full of crap. You can't believe nothing this dude say. So let's get into this story, y'all. Now, I'm not going to play the video, but what I will do is I'll leave the link to it. That way you can watch it on your own. All right. So his mother said Dana had the worst black eye she's ever seen. Guess when he got this black eye? On his honeymoon. On his honeymoon, which should tell you right there. Him and Anne, his wife, has had a very volatile relationship even before they got married. He got a black eye on his honeymoon, according to his mother. Wow. Mm-mm-mm. So we know what happened on New Year's Eve. Dana got into an altercation with his wife in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. And the footage, of course, went viral of him striking his wife in the face, not once, but twice, after she swung on him. And I think he grabbed her wrist, and that's when she hit him. And then he hit her twice. And club goers had to separate the two. Well, the footage was shared on TMZ, and it went far and wide, where White admitted to hitting his wife and claimed there was no excuse for the behavior. And he also said, remember, it only happened once, it never happened before, which I knew he was full of crap. Yes, I want to emphasize that. He's full of crap. Since then, White has been seen, the debut of his Dana White Power Slap League delayed. Now, listen, they're not canceling it for what he did. Now, of course, it was a black man and he was doing a show, it would be canceled. But they didn't cancel it, they just postponed it. See, they'll probably sit on it long enough, believing the public will soften up as time goes by. Then they can casually slip it on and it will air. That's all. All right. So there has been no reaction from the UFC or its official broadcast partner, ESPN. A number of figures around the sports world have shared differed opinions on the incident. Only a few UFC fighters have spoken out on the subject. Yeah, because they don't want it out in the media at all. With a surprising lack of statements and reactions to the shocking incident, old comments regarding White and his relationship have started doing the rounds online. So there is 2011 footage of his mother doing an interview, June White, where she did a media circuit promotion for her book. The book is called Dana White, King of MMA. In that interview, June White makes an explosive claim about her son, Dana. relationship. She alleged infidelity in his marriage and further incidents of domestic violence. Didn't I tell y'all? Dana's full of crap. Remember, he said they met when they were 12. I bet you they were fighting and carrying on as teenagers. And it's not unusual for people to have these kind of relationships and still marry, and a lot of times they'll have these fights until they grow so old they just can't fight like that anymore. Not unusual. So, this is what his mother, June, had to say. I don't want to take anything away from him for what he's done for MMA and the UFC. I mean, Dana has a high school education. So she said that's it. Dana did not go beyond the high school, getting a high school diploma. So, mm, mm, mm. I think it's pretty amazing the things he's been able to do in MMA and the UFC. But she said he's not a good person. This is what she's saying about her son. She said her son is not a good person. But what is mainstream news doing? They're trying to protect him, shield him, and make sure there's not a lot of publicity about the incident, but they never did that for any black men in the entertainment world or the sports world. They didn't do that for them. So, I mean, you can shield and protect them, but other people are still going to bring this out and talk about it. But yeah, this is about to get even more explosive with his mother saying he's not a good person. He seems to have lost his character somewhere along the way. He mistreats people. This is his mother. It's terrible the way he speaks to women and treats women. That really bothers me because I don't believe I've ever brought him up to behave like that. Mm-mm-mm. That came from his mom. And do you know his mother put that in a book that she wrote on him? Not only did she say it, she wrote it in her book that he was not a good person. Mm-mm-mm. When addressing White's marriage, his mother claimed that everyone knows that he puts Tiger Woods to shame, referencing the pro golfer cheating scandal that occurred around the same time of this interview. Wow. So she said plenty of the ring card girls, the girls that walk around with the little bikinis on and hold up the big cards. That's what they're talking about. That's what his mother is talking about. Plenty of ring card girls slept with him, she claimed. There's two of them I know for sure. He slept with his sister in law in my house, which made me absolutely furious. Mm, mm, mm. I mean, he goes after any girl he wants and usually get them. She continued. His wife is, they're constantly fighting. The honeymoon, she gave him the worst black eye I had ever seen. He nearly lost his eye. So I know if that's his way of handling that, but he's gone overboard with handling that. So they got into it. They got into a violent fight on their honeymoon, and she planted a black eye on his behind on their honeymoon. So that right there, y'all, should tell you what kind of relationship Dana has with his wife. And, he wasn't fooling me. by making the statement that it only happened once. I saw straight through that mess. Saw straight through it. Wow. Mm-mm-mm. So I don't know if that's his way of handling that, but he's gone overboard with handling that. Bloody Elbow was he contacted the Endeavor, ESPN, and other stakeholders in the UFC, but has yet to receive a direct statement on the issue. Wow. At this time of writing, White remains the president and CEO of UFC, and the UFC relationship with ESPN appears unchanged. Yes, yes. That's because Dana is a white man in America. If he was a black man, they would have stripped him of everything already. Kyrie Irving posted a link. He didn't even verbalize or write anything. He posted a link. And look at how fast they tried to take him down. But Dana White, oh, they're trying to go, they already admitted they're instructed not to say anything about it, which means they're protecting him. Okay. You're confirming it by remaining silent. And to be honest with you, y'all, if it wasn't for people on social media bringing this out, you probably would not hear a thing if you had to depend on mainstream news. But Dana seems to be a big disgrace. You know, it's rare for a mother to go public and say that their child is a terrible person. But Dana White's mom said this about him, his own mother. And she said the marriage that he got with Anne is a joke. All they do is fight. So much for it only happened once, right? But y'all, please tell me what you think about Dana's mother came out and said, and actually she did that video in 2011. And look at where we are now. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.